It was dark night in an unnamed village in ancient Japan when a mysterious scream echoed through the dense bamboo forest, shaking the entire area. The scream came from right behind Akira's house. Akira, a poor basket maker by profession, stepped out with a lantern in his hand. But his steps froze. On the edge of the forest, a stranger lay covered in blood, holding a shiny sealed silk bag in his hand. Before he died, the stranger held the bag out to Akira and said in a trembling voice, "Keep it away from Ko," and his spirit flew away. Ko was the richest and most arrogant merchant in the village, and Akira often burned with envy when he saw his magnificent palace, expensive clothes, and splendor. Akira always wondered why he was not as lucky as Ko. Akira opened the bag with trembling hands. Inside was a magical, shining mirror, engraved in gold on the back. This mirror will show you the face of your greatest rival and his next move so that you can outsmart him. Akira's eyes sparkled. He thought that now, with the help of this mirror, he could learn Ko's business secrets and become richer than him. Akira looked into the mirror. He saw Ko's face hiding gold coins in a secret warehouse. The next day, Akira sold everything in his house and bought the land for this secret warehouse at a cheap price. Ko suffered a huge loss, and Akira became rich overnight. Now Akira should have found peace of mind, but it did not happen. Now he kept looking at Ko in the mirror all the time to see what he was going to do next. Ko chose a new path to the lake. Akira stationed his servants there too. Ko changed the silk business. Akira did the same. Akira was blinded by the race to prove himself better than Ko at every moment. His comparison of himself with Ko increased to the point that he forgot the sleep of the nights and the pleasure of the days. One night, a mirror showed Ko walking down a mountain path with the largest amount of money of his life for a huge deal. Blinded by greed, Akira thought that if he got there before Ko would be ruined forever and he himself would become the greatest businessman in Japan. Akira gathered all his wealth, took up his sword, and set out on the dangerous mountain path to outrun Ko. In the darkness of the night, behind the fog, he saw a shadow. Akira thought it was Ko, who was trying to outrun him. Akira shouted, "You can never win against me," and slashed blindly with his sword. The shadow in front of him fell into the abyss. Akira celebrated his victory with laughter and took out the mirror to see what was visible in the mirror now that Ko was dead. When Akira looked in the mirror, the magic reflection of the mirror had disappeared. Now it had become an ordinary mirror, in which only Akira's own face was visible. Suddenly, a letter fell at Akira's feet, which had come out of the pocket of the person who had fallen into the abyss. Akira opened the letter with trembling hands and read it. The letter was written to Akira by Ko. "My brother Akira, I know you envy me because you don't know how lonely I am. I was leaving this village, entrusting all my wealth to you." The ground gave way from under Akira's feet, and the shadow he had pushed into the abyss, mistaking it for Ko, was none other than his own blind imitation and greed. In his race to get ahead of Ko, he had come to the path where he had destroyed his own brotherly friend with his own hands. This story teaches us a profound lesson. Never compare yourself to others. Jealousy and greed blind a person's own intellect. When we become greedy after seeing the lives of others, their wealth, or their status, we are in a race that has no end. Akira would have been happy if he had focused on his life, but the greed to outdo Ko brought him to a point where he lost his humanity and his most sincere relationship despite having everything. Success is not about outdoing others, but about becoming better than your yesterday.